Stop 21 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to the Yas Marina Circuit at Dhabi, I think is what the name of the circuit is, or Dubai, or however you pronounce it. But this is stop 21 on the season. On the season, we begin the second half of the Castrol GTX Cup Series season for season 16, and this is the running of the Axalta We Paint Winners 300. Now, this is not the first international stop we've ever made in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. We have had stops in Canada, and we've had them in Japan as well. On the circuit, I should say. We ran at the Twin Ring Motegi in Motegi, Japan in Season 10, and we've also run at Sanair Raceway in Salm Peak, Quebec, Canada in Season 11. And, of course, we have the season-ending Suzuka Thunder 100, which will, be, of course, be at the end of this season as well. So we are going to go international on some of the stops here, and this actually experimenting with some tracks, and this is just an experimentation. And this race will go yellow-free, spoilers, and stuff. So, but we do plan to see some great action. 9 laps of distance here today. And here's the starting line for today's running of the event. On the pole is the number 42 Mellow Yellow Pontiac, or number 42 Coors Light Pontiac, excuse me. On the pole, 2-time winner of the season, it's Kyle Matthews, who won the season at Martinsville and also at California Speedway. Beside him will be Trent Dunham, the number 1 Skull Classic Oldsmobile. Row 2 has Johnny Gardner, the number 20 Texaco Haviland Ford, and Dalton Day on the outside, the Crown Petroleum Ford, Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile, car number 20. Row 3 has Chris Dallerton, the winner at Riverside this season, and Joshua Osborne in the 17 Western Auto Chevrolet, who won at Darlington, near Darlington, in the number 55 Crown Petroleum Skull Classic Oldsmobile. Then it's Michael Norman, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. He'll be alongside Charles Sanford, the Bristol winner, the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. Row 5 has the winner at Sonoma this season, Jessica Shelton, the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. And she'll be alongside Joshua Collard, who's yet to win this season, the STP Pontiac, car number 43. A pair of 2-time winners, Grace Row number 6. That is, here the inside is Levi McIntyre, the winner at Dover this season, and of course the last stop on the tour, the Pepsi 400 down in Daytona. He'll be alongside Dylan Young, who won at Rockingham and again at Kentucky this season, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford, car number 2. McIntyre on the X-side Ford, number 99. Then it's another 2-time winner, Kev Shearer, the number 57 Heinz Tomato Ketchup Pontiac. He won the season at Richmond and at Charlotte in the 600. He'll be alongside Seth Cole, the number 52 Alka-Seltzer Pontiac for NNSCRA Motorsports. Keith Batson, number 88 Texaco Haviland Ford, is the inside of the next row down. He'll be alongside the number 31 Goodwrench Mom and Pop's Chevrolet of Dylan Poteet. He's on the outside. Next row down has the number 70 Rumpel Furniture Pontiac of Zed Weinstein. He'll be alongside Chelsea Bowles, the Quaker State Buick, car number 26. She nearly pulled it off in the 400 at Daytona, only to fall short late in the race. Then it's Cole Deaver, the number 7 Xerox Antifreeze Ford. There he is, right there. He'll be alongside Ryan George, the Pennzoil Pontiac, car number 30, winner at North Wilkesboro. Then it's Quentin Moore, the number 21 Citgo Ford. He'll be flanked by Joshua Sakuli in the Ray Bess's Buick, car number 12. That's the next row. Next row after that, Andrew Perry, the number 5 Levi Garrett Chevrolet, and JT Bryant, the number 10 Tide Ford. Then it's John Arndt, the All-Star winner of Valvoline Ford, car number 6, and he'll be alongside Matt Delio, the Motorcraft Ford, car number 15. Next row after that, the Pocono winner, Jesse Turner, the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile, and Benjamin Miles, the number 27 Pennzoil, or number 27 Kodiak Pontiac. He's on the outside. Cole Baker in the Valvoline Pontiac, car 75, has the inside of the next row. He won in Atlanta this season. And Daniel Olson, number 25 Kodiak Chevrolet. He has been close a few times. Hopes to get a win here today.
Drivers, start those engines!
As we get running, so we're racing here today. Zach Winkle, the number 11 Budweiser Ford, has the next row down for car number 11. And he'll be alongside Chris Dodd, the number 8 Snickers Buick two-time winner of the season, the Daytona 500, and at Talladega in the year 199. Then it's Dawson. No, then it's Jeremy. Then it's Jeremy Jones, number 14, Copenhagen Oldsmobile, and Paul Minnick in the number 4 Kodak Film Oldsmobile in the next row. And then Dawson Wise and Amari Stoudemire Jr. And there's the rest of the field here. Pace car ducks off on the pit road as we get set for racing here today on this 3.4 mile racetrack. Kyle Matthews will lead him down in car number 42. I may get confused on how to do this course. It's a long way actually from the end. Actually, pace car has not ducked up on the pit road just yet. So follow the pace car. There it is, ducking off on the pit road. And the green flag is about to wave for the. And the green flag is about to wave as they go through the next turn. And the green flag waves, and we are underway here at Dubai. Three wide racing for the lead here already. Here, Dalton Day and Comet has kind of split Trent Dunham up the middle. Now Dalton Day has a slight advantage as they go down through the turns. He and Matthews side by side. Now Trent Dunham falls under firewood from Joshua Osborne in number 17. Matthews has won twice this season. Dalton Day yet to get a win this season. He hopes to do so here today. Dalton has never won on a road course, by the way, and here he goes for the lead. He's got it in going out of turn. Dalton Day in the Rob Moroso special car number 20, but Kyle Matthews ain't giving up easy in that 42 car. Off into the turn they go here at about 166 miles an hour. Let's see how fast they go off in the turn. 168 miles an hour before they get off in the turn. Dalton and Kyle side by side. If something happens to those two, Joshua Osborne could be in the catbird seat to take the lead. Dalton Day will lead him down through the straightaway as Kyle Matthews now tries to take the lead back, and Dalton Day will have the lead on this first lap. And this part of the course seems to be trouble here. Let's see if Seth Cole slides a little bit. Levi McIntyre does underneath. Jessica Shelton falling back, way back in that 9 car as she tries to get around the 21 and Quentin Moore. And Trent Dunham swinging way wide on Kyle Matthews. He'll take second place. Dalton Day out in front here as he is looking for that first win of the season. Coming down for the start-finish line, he'll lead the first lap of this race, and that shows you how long this course is. First lap at 90.198 miles per hour. That's about speed like what we saw at Martinsville, and of course the road course earlier at Sonoma. Osborne in 4th, 5th is Michael Norman, 6th Johnny Gardner, 7th is Joshua Collard. Chris Dalton, the winner at Riverside, running in 8th position. 9th, Charles Sanford. 10th is Seth Cole. 11th, Levi McIntyre. Cab Shear running in 12th. 13th, Dylan Young. 14th is Ryan George. Keith Batson running in 15th position. And look at how slow they go through that turn there. 43 miles an hour in first gear in the case of Keith Batson. Quentin Moore in 16th position. Dylan Poteet and Jessica Shelton battling it out for 17th position. You don't normally see Shelton that low on position on a road course, to be honest with you, but neither the same here with Poteet. Shows you how tough this course is, and Poteet at about 171 miles an hour on that fast part of the course. Poteet at the high side of the racetrack. Shelton try to find a weakness out of Poteet, but not to be here. Poteet runs 17th, Shelton in 18th. 19th is Chelsea Bowles in 26th. Zed Weinstein running in 20th position. 21st is Cole Deaver. 22nd position is Andrew Perry. Then it's JT Bryant, 23rd. 24th, Joshua Sakuli. 25th, John Arndt. 26th is Matt Dalio. Jesse Turner, 27th. 28th is Benjamin Miles. 29th is Zach Winkle. 30th, Cole Baker. Jeremy Jones, Amari Stoudemire Jr. Battle for 33rd, Dawson Wise and Chris Dodd going at it. And Amari Stoudemire Jr. gets off the course, hits the wall. Stoudemire gets off the wall just a little bit, and Paul Minnick hits the wall a little bit, and some damage to that number 4 Kodak Film Oldsmobile. And Jonathan Zorlin trying to get around him in number 71, the winner of this season at Texas. And that side of, and the driver's side and the passenger side of that number 4 Kodak Oldsmobile scraped just a little bit. And meanwhile, Dalton Day has pulled out to a very substantial lead on Trent Dunham right now, and for the lead, and the lead already at almost a second and a quarter for Dalton Day. He has not won, as I said, since season 15, and that wild finish at Texas that season, where Dalton came out of nowhere to win the race, and that seems to be how he does it, is to come out of nowhere to do it. But right now, right now for Dalton, it is smooth sailing for him. At the moment, Trent Dunham trying to close in just a little bit in that one car. He's in second place. Third is Kyle Matthews still. Fourth is still Osborne. And fifth is still Michael Norman. On board with Kyle Matthews in car 42. And you see how they slowly take to this part of the course here. Trent Dunham sliding a little bit right there. And you can bet they could see that 20 of Dalton Day, and they were wondering, are we going to catch him? It seems like they get that bite, it seems like they get that acceleration as soon as they get onto the straightaways and off those hairpin turns. That's what this track is known for. Almost like the hairpins we saw at Sonoma, where in that case it was just turns 7 and 11 on that course. Matthews through second gear at about 57 miles an hour now on that straightaway as they go to complete lap number 3 of the race. And into the turn number 1 at 138 miles per hour. And as we see on the interval there, Trent Dunham has closed up on Dalton Day just a slight, but not really enough to try to make a challenge at the moment. Check through the field, see if we got any battles going on here. Single file through about the first 10 spots. The two Dylans going at it here. Dylan Young against Dylan Poteet. Young, the pride of Florida, and Poteet, the pride of Kentucky. And down through the turn at about 39 miles an hour for Dylan Young. And right behind him, a battle going on between Jessica Shelton and Zed Weinstein. Shelton running in 17th, Weinstein in 18th. As we said, we don't normally see Shelton that low in the running order on the road courses, at least in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, but as I said before, that's sometimes the harshness of this racetrack. There's so many twists and turns and nooks and crannies. It's hard to tell what happens from one turn to the next. But right now, Dylan Young holding off Poteet for the moment here in car number 2 and 31. Poteet slides a little bit. Young slid a little bit, not Poteet. Young slid a little bit. Ryan George having a solid run, running in the 14th position in car number 30. Keith Batson in 13th. He nearly pulled it off at Daytona. Came in 3rd in that race. His best finish of the season. Kev Shearer, a 2-time winner in the 57 car, runs in 12th position. Hard to believe that's the same Kev Shearer who the last time we used the Cup 90 mod had that number 90 lime green Publix Supermarkets car. Looked horrible on that thing. And by horrible I mean finished laps down, multiple laps down in a few races, and nearly in the back, and almost always in the back of the pack. But Shearer, to say he's had a great recovery season, he had a great recovery season last season, in season 15 when he won the race at North Wilkesboro and came in top 10 in the points chase. But right now, not as much of a year for Shearer in some ways as he hoped for. But he does like to move up. But he does want to move up a few spots as the second half of the season goes along. But after the 400, it was 20 races down and 20 to go on this season. And speaking of the number 20, Dalton Day in car number 20 has the lead in this race. Has led since the very drop of the green flag of this race here. Actually, it led since the first lap of the race. Trent Dunham is trying to close in a little bit in that one car. Catching a slight draft off Dalton Day's car. See how fast he goes to it. About 162 miles per hour in the case of Dunham through that straightaway. Now through the S's. Every road course seems to have an S. Collard slides, Dallerton, Sanford, Cole, McIntyre. A lot of them sliding a little bit there. That turn right there, as you see a lot of what you're seeing a lot of the drivers do, they're having to pitch the car sideways just to try to make the turn. And Cole Baker, apparently some problems in that number 75 car as Zach Winkle in the 11 goes by him. The field spread out. The field getting spread out a little bit here. There's the two of the cars that had the problem through that hairpin pitch turn there. Amari Stoudemire Jr. and the 68 and the 4 of Paul Minnick, both of them hit the wall in that turn. Now they're getting to that part of the turn again right here. And the 25 of Daniel Olson has now met the wall. And Nick Johnson apparently has met the wall in the 66 car as he has hit it a little bit. Meanwhile, the interval stays a second and a quarter between Dalton Day and Trent Dunham, as they have 4 laps to go. Now the car of Zachary Fitzwater may be a little bit of trouble for Dalton Day. Let's see. This could be the opportunity Dunham may seek. Well, for Trent, I guess you might say it's a vain wish because Dalton Day does get around Fitzwater easily. Now Dunham will go by him. We'll see if that hurt Dalton. We'll see if that hurt Dalton Day at all. Fitzwater gets off the wall. Ryan George gets wide right there. Here comes Dylan Young to the inside of Ryan George for position. And meanwhile, Shelton tries to get around Dylan Poteet in 31 car. That's for 16th spot. And Jess kind of lost a little bit. And Jess kind of lost that battle right there between her and Poteet. Now falls in the clutches of the car of Zed Weinstein. Now Ryan George loses the spot to Dylan Young and maybe the Poteet possibly. That 31 car. Racing may be single file, but there are some good battles on this racetrack here, and this is one of the best ones we're looking at right now. Zed Weinstein going inside of Chelsea Bowles for position as Chelsea tries to get around Zed. Zed running in 18th, Chelsea Bowles running in 19th position. And by the way, that battle hurt Trent Dunham, that lap car we saw hurt Trent Dunham more than it did Dalton Day because the interval dropped to 1.35 seconds. Chelsea Bowles trying to get around, and she will get around Zed at the moment, but now Zed comes right back on Chelsea as he comes down through the turn. And they will encounter now the lap car Zachary Fitzwater in the number 29 Hardy's car. That's the 1988 Oldsmobile he's driving. And going down that straightaway at 171 miles per hour goes Zed Weinstein as he and Bowles try to close in on Shelton. Best battle on the racetrack at the moment right there, the 71 and the 26. Pontiac versus Buick. Ryan George pitching that car sideways a little bit there just to make that hairpin. Meanwhile, it's been all single file right there, basically on this course here. Dalton Day coming down for 2 laps to go this time by. He has not yet, as I said, not yet won this season though, but here, and he may be 2 laps away from doing so. Trent Dunham closing up a little bit in the one car again, 1.12 seconds the last time by. Nick Johnson, the next lap car they'll encounter, but I doubt they'll get to him. Now onto the fast part of the course they go here. Dalton Day in the number 20. Trent Dunham in the 1. The top 10 remain status quo. Day, Dunham, Matthews, Osborne, Norman, Johnny Gardner, Joshua Collard, Chris Dowerton, Seth Cole, and Charles Sanford, the top 10 of this race. Here they go through the dreaded S's, and let's kind of see who makes it and who doesn't. Matthews pitched it hard. Osborne, Norman, and here comes the 5 cars nose to tail. Shelton now trying to go up underneath Poteet for position. 9 versus the 31 again. Off through the turn they go through here. Poteet meanwhile trying to also close up on Ryan George in car number 30. Meanwhile, the white flag has waved over Dalton Day. He has 1 lap to go. Here at Dubai. Dalton Day has never won on a road course in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. He's won on a speedway, a short track. He's not won on a super speedways just yet, like Daytona and Talladega, but If he can survive this racetrack for one more lap, he will pull it off for the first time in season 16. The Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile, the number 20 car, the Rob Moroso Special, has been the dominant car all day long. And here they come. Dunham trying to close in that one car, though. There's some parts that looks like they close up. They're very, very close, but there's some parts they get on the straightaways and the interval is very, very deceiving. Problems with the Sky Commons car as he comes down off pit road. Here comes that pitching curve. Day survives it. Dunham, Matthews, Osborne. Sky Commons getting out of everybody's way here in that 22 car. Keith Batson about hit him in the 88 car. But to say Dalton Day is home free right now could be the understatement here at Yas Marina Circuit as they come down through the. He'll have another turn or so to negotiate. And he comes down the front straightaway, and he will do it. Dalton Day wins the Axalta We Paint Winners 300. Here at Yas Marina Circuit, Dalton Day gets his first ever win, or first win of the season, I should say. Not his first ever, but just goes to show you track position is all that counts on a road course here, and he has done it here today. His first ever road course win, I should say, also as well. Trent Dunham came home second, third to Kyle Matthews, fourth to Joshua Osborne, fifth to Michael Norman, sixth position Johnny Gardner, seventh Joshua Collard, eighth Chris Dollerton, ninth was Seth Cole, and Charles Sanford held off Levi McIntyre to finish in the 10th spot. And Dalton Day just absolutely just drove away from the entire field here, including second place Trent Dunham. So the rest of the running order here, 11th position will go to Levi McIntyre, 12th to Kev Shear, 13th to Keith Batson, Dylan Young 14th, Ryan George 15th, 16th Dylan Poteet, Jessica Shelton 17th, 18th was Zed Weinstein, Chelsea Bowles 19th, 20th was Cole Deaver, 21st was Quentin Moore, JT Bryant, Joshua Sakuli, Andrew Perry 24, 25th Matt Dalio, John Arndt, Jesse Turner, Benjamin Miles. Rest of the running order here, Zach Winkle, Cole Baker, Jeremy Jones, Chris Dodd, Dawson Weiss, John Gilbert, Amari Stoudemer Jr., Jonathan Zorlin, Daniel Olson, Paul Mennick, and Nick Johnson, the final finishing order, the cars that finished on the lead lap. Zachary Fitzwater 1 lap down in 40th position, and Sky Commons ended up being out of the race because of a clutch problem in 41st position. But our congratulations today to Dalton Day as he takes home the victory in the Axalta We Paint Winners 300 here at the Yas Marina Circuit, the third of the 4 road courses this season. And here at the average speed of 91.665 miles per hour. And if you like what you see here, then be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel here. You never know what we'll have on this channel. Here in our 2003 races, gaming videos, you name it, we put it on there. Here, next stop on the tour will be at Pocono Raceway for the running of the Farmers Insurance 400. And so until then, as James Qualls, this has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?